Welcome, listeners, to the gathering place of two big bald buddies who dare to delve into the horrors of the unknown. This is the Horror Basement and Beyond, where Johnny and his co-conspirator in all things mysterious, the one and only Jim Jam. They take you on a hair-raising journey through the realms of horrors, where shadows whisper secrets, cryptids lurk in the shadows, and extraterrestrial beings may just be watching. But fear not, because the only truly frightening thing in our basement is our passion for the unexplained. We're not just your average podcast. We're the big bald buddies who bring you a spine-tingling blend of horror, mysterious phenomena, cryptids, aliens, and even a dash of culinary curiosity. Yes, you heard that right. We'll explore the eerie and satiate your appetite for the strange and unusual, while keeping it as funny as we can. So buckle up as we venture into the depths of the horror basement and beyond, where nightmares come to life, mysteries unfold, and two big bald buddies guide you through the unknown with a blend of terror, humor, and a hunger for the unexplained. It's time to face your fears and join us in the darkness, because down here every creak, every rustle, and every story has a sinister tale to tell. Welcome to the Horror Basement and Beyond.
Welcome to the Horror Basement and Beyond with the Big Bald Buddies, Jim Jam and Johnny. I'm your host, Johnny. As always, Jim Jam is here with us.
Jim Jam here.
What's up, everyone? No guest this week. Possibly next week, we will have a guest. Got to set that up. We will be talking to someone about a movie and a crowdfunding thing. What we used to do back in the day. Independent horror movies. We're going to bring it back a little bit. You know, teasing. Minor tease. But this week, it's not going to be a long podcast.
Barely, it might not even be 30 minutes. So
yeah, just FYI on this. We went 2 hours last week.
Did a Joe Rogan style podcast.
Yes, and also we got started way too late on this.
Yeah, I gotta pick my daughter up.
Yeah, so we kind of made a mistake. We've been just
chilling.
Yeah,
it's all good though.
Yeah. We don't just chill a whole lot. But
this episode will actually probably go up on TikTok.
You could, yeah. We went and watched the Hard Eyes.
Yeah. 2025 Valentine's Day movie. Great movie for the couples out there.
Honestly, it is.
Because it's not a scary movie.
It's not a scary movie. It's a
horror,
thriller.
It's a horror, dark comedy is what I saw on...
Yeah. To me, it's like a thriller. And people get murdered in these thrillers.
Yeah.
I mean, because the only horror aspect of it is a serial killer wears a mask. But there's serial killers in movies like this. I mean, there's a little bit of gore, but it's not like extreme. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I guess it could be extreme to some people.
Does throw the F-bombs. It is a rated R movie, but there is actually no nudity.
No, and that was one thing. There was a scene where...
There was sex. There was a sex
scene, and I'm just like...
She had a bra on.
I'm like, y'all are really going to town and being super loud. Why would you have your bra on?
But also, they're in the back of a car at a drive-in movie.
Yeah, but you're being super loud. I'd be super disappointed.
But
my woman, just saying, didn't take her bra off.
You got to see the boobies.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to pull the bra up at least.
Well,
got to see the boobs.
Unfortunately, that means this movie does not get a BGB rating.
No, there was blood and guts, but
no boobs.
Well, I mean, that's kind of good. But yeah, Hard Eyes. It had a good romantic comedy theme.
What I saw, it was like a horror rom-com.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah, horror romance movie. And
I read something that said that they kind of this is kind of the killer is similar to Ghostface and what was it? Ghostface and somebody else.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, Michael Myers, silent killer. Until the end.
But what this says is Hard Eyes director used Jason Lives as his guide while making his horror comedy slasher. So Friday the 13th Part 6 was a great source of inspiration. And
he did great with this. It's not a movie that you have to think about. It's just like it definitely caters to what would you say caters to? Just a good time. A good fun movie. Funny, we had laugh out loud moments. There was some little slow points, but
yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot of movies because they're trying to build the characters a little bit so that you can kind of like relate to where they're coming from, like see why they're doing what they're doing, how they act, and which is it's understandable. I mean, you're trying to build these characters through an hour and a half movie.
It's got some great references to movies.
Yes, there's and it even mentions like some love stories, like through the language. I noticed, like when one of the actors was talking and like talking to her, like they threw in some romance movie, like the way that the words, the lines went.
Yeah.
It was like, I recognize that. I haven't seen the movies. Crazy Stupid Love, Actually, and Love Actually. I've never watched those movies, but I know what they are. Like they're in the. If you watch movies, like they're just out in the public.
Romantic rom-com.
Yeah, you just know what they are. You know.
But it was a really enjoyable movie. Like I said, great movie to like. If you had if you got a significant other that's not into horror, I think even Johnny said this. We think that they would enjoy it because it's like I said, it's not scary. It does have a masked killer and it's gory, somewhat. But
there's no. It's to me, like I said, it's like a thriller. Like if you went and watched the serial
there
killer
could
hunt
possibly
people,
be a couple jump scares, but not really. There's maybe one or two. Especially at the beginning.
maybe.
But yeah, we recommend taking a great movie like
because it is a romantic comedy at heart. Like
this, you're listening to this on Wednesday, 2 days before Valentine's Day.
Because Josh Rubin, the director, said his love for horror is rivaled only by the love of romantic comedies, and it is 100% a romantic comedy and horror movie.
Other than this. Is there another horror comedy, a romantic horror comedy that you can think of? That's great.
Romantic comedy? Horror? No, the only other one I can think of is Warm Bodies, but that wasn't a horror movie. Tokendale wasn't a love story.
Yeah, at the end,
Who
got the girl.
Yeah, but that's not.
Still qualified.
That's just a horror comedy that's fucking way funnier than this movie.
All right.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like, this is a horror comedy. Like, Hard Eyes is a horror comedy. Like, it's a romance comedy.
Would you call it dumbed down, though? Kind of? I kind of think it would be dumbed down because there was moments where I was like, I feel kind of stupid. This is not, I don't feel stupid, but just.
What do you mean?
Just especially Hobbs and Shaw.
You just don't watch Fast and Furious.
Oh, I do. I like the movies. Really?
Then how would you not know?
No, I get. I didn't think about it in the moment because one of the characters she plays Dom's little sister. She's in this movie, and she is one of the detectives, and the detectives' names are.
Oh, I didn't know that she was in Fast and Furious. I just knew the names.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now, but
what I
know, I recognize her, but I don't know actors as well, and I'm not like big into the franchise of Fast and Furious.
At the moment, I didn't get the reference until I got home and we was reading stuff on the internet because they got movie references. And I was trying to look it up, and then I put two and two together, and I was like,
this movie don't take itself seriously.
No, not at all.
It knows what it is, and it's there to have a good time. You're there to bring your love, to bring your man, your woman. Go enjoy a romance movie, but to have some comedy and some like horror aspects in it.
So where I was going with that, I did another good horror rom-com, Shaun of the Dead.
I don't know if I've ever watched that movie.
That's a great movie.
I think I tried to watch it.
You got to watch it. You got,
but it was so old that
it's great.
That I got bored.
It's not that old.
It's 2003, ain't it? Or is it 2008?
No, it's probably 3. Something like that. But that's another.
I don't know why I know that. I'm
like
probably. I'm totally
Warm Bodies is a great one.
I'm probably, but that's from more of a romance. Shaun of the Dead.
It's got Nick Frost and.
That was 2004. I was really close. I knew, like, to never have watched that movie. I'm really close. You know what I mean? I probably have watched that movie.
Yes, it's funny.
Now that I'm looking at it.
I think I got it over.
I watched some of that movie.
If I had room, that'd be another.
It's got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. I should watch it.
But you know what's crazy? We got just a little one. But we don't have a big Tucker and Dale.
Well, that's a little bit more.
What can
I mean, I could get the generic Tucker and Dale poster.
behind Johnny's head right there?
And
Right here, it's right there.
and honestly,
It's a picture on my shirt. I put it on the shirt, but
I thought the poster was bigger until after I ordered it, and then I looked. So that's on me.
If any of those ever come back to a convention, I'm taking it and getting it signed.
That would be a good thing you could carry around and be easier to sign.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Twin Bodies is a horror romance. Romantic.
That would be great if some convention can get all three.
Dracula.
Uh,
I don't know if I'd really consider
that's not comedy. That's a dread. But anyways, we highly recommend you go check this movie out. Definitely take your significant other.
The Shape of Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
The Shape of Water didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Twilight. I mean, that's more of a.
But anyways, so yeah, highly recommend this Friday or Thursday, whichever you want. Go see this movie. Take your loved one, whoever you want. Valentine's Day, perfect for that, right?
Yes, perfect in my opinion.
I think Johnny's girlfriend would actually.
She 100% said I would have to go watch that by myself after watching the one. It's in the trailer. I thought it was a sword because I wasn't paying attention to the trailer that well because I don't like watching.
Did they show the 4-way?
Yes, they showed the 4-way in the trailer, and when her head. No, you can see it in the trailer, so it's not like hiding anything. You know where they're in the van and shoves it and the hole goes through her head. She's like, "You're gonna have to watch that on your own." And then, but
you're gonna have to convert it.
But to me, that wasn't that bad.
Great time to ask this question. I think. What would be a good movie to introduce her into horror? Ease her into it.
I don't know. I mean,
you think Monster Squad would be a good one?
But she's never even really watched Beetlejuice, so
you should try to get her to watch Monster Squad. Something fun and
Monster Squad would
be the Burbs.
Oh my god, I love the Burbs so much.
You should watch that with her. Like if it's on demand somewhere while you're in the hotel.
I think I own it.
Well,
I probably own.
Do you have the digital code?
I don't know if I do.
If not,
I think I own it.
Need to find a digital copy or the Birds.
I should own that movie. I fucking love that movie. Or it might have been on HBO.
It's not fucking streaming nowhere.
Yeah, I don't. It's
damn.
It was streaming on like Max for a while.
It's just
like it goes around. You know what I mean? It makes it surrounds points in the year.
Yeah, it's not. Damn.
I need to go through my thing and
Gremlins be considered horror?
Yeah, it's horror.
That's another one that could possibly.
But I mean, that's not really introducing someone to horror movies. I don't think.
Let us know what y'all think. What would be a good introduction?
Because to me, Michael Myers, the first Michael Myers would be. It's just a thriller.
That's too.
But there's no blood.
I know there's no blood, but
there's no blood.
It's too intense. It'd be almost bad.
It's just tension.
Maybe you can try.
I mean, she likes thrillers.
I would say like that one, what you just said, or what we
Burbs.
The Burbs, or what did we say before that? Monster Squad.
Monster Squad, yeah. I think she went and watched It, the first.
There's some scary moments in that. Did she cover her face?
Probably.
All right. Anyways,
it's fantastic. Let us know if you have watched Hard Eyes. If you're going to go watch it, I think it's worth watching. We didn't really spoil anything on it.
No, we didn't.
I think it's worth watching in a theater.
Definitely.
Because I went and watched
if you don't
Flight Risk, and that wasn't worth watching in a theater.
If you don't want to spend a lot of money, just do it. Go during the day. Like we went at 12:15 showing, and it was like
$12.
Yeah, something like that. So, hell yeah.
And then this coming week, The Gorge comes out, and it's like a action romance movie with Anya Taylor-Joy and the guy from Top Gun, mustache guy.
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
Cannot think of his name, but he's a great actor.
Oh sure.
But they're like protecting a gorge.
Mustache?
No. That's the mustache. But they're protecting a gorge, but they're like across from each other, and they can see each other, but they're not allowed to conversate. But what's down in the gorge is monsters.
Hey,
Monsters are in the.
what's that? Fuck you, Ezekiel. Is it one of them type things where they scream across at each other?
I think they write notes. They're too far to even.
Oh.
Yeah, like they're like they had to look through a fucking
Oh, wow.
like a telescope. Or
Or they hold up notes and look.
yeah, like eventually they kind of fall in love because they're by themselves. They don't know what they're. I wish, but I don't think so.
Who's in it?
Anya Taylor-Joy. She's the blonde.
Bring that picture. I just want to see it. But highly recommend.
She's in the Village, but she was a
I
lot.
didn't
good.
watch The Village.
But I
I don't want to watch that movie because it's artsy and boring.
it's not artsy to me.
But check that movie. Check the movie out. Hard Eyes. Go check it out. It's out now.
I think I've watched almost all of her movies, new movies that she's been in.
So
She's such a great actor.
What else you got, dog? You got some stuff pulled up.
Oh yeah. We talked about the
Adam Green has
Adam Green.
actually has a damn movie coming out.
Are you serious?
It's there you go.
The Ascent, not the Descent, the Ascent.
Is it a horror comedy?
Adam Green to direct shark thriller
A shark thriller.
called The Ascent, which will be presented to buyers at the European film market. So,
Is it already done?
the story centers on a group of friends who arrive in Europe for a glamorous but daring destination wedding. Fun and games turn into a nightmare when they find themselves precariously suspended above shark-infested waters and in a battle for survival. I don't know. Jim Jam likes these movies. I'm not the biggest fan of the shark.
I wonder if it's in his IMDb.
The shark movies, especially something like that.
How do you spell it? Ascent.
Ascent.
It's not even on IMDb.
The Ascent is going to be putting its characters in a danger zone.
Well, I'll be checking that for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be presented to buyers. I guess it's already done apparently. So
he directed it? Did he write it? Because I can't find nothing about it.
I don't even really say, man. I'll be honest. Are you interested to hear Anna is going to be made? Oh, they're going to pitch the story, and then he's going to direct it. So it's not made. They're pitching the story at this place to try to sell the story and try to get it made. I mean, it sounds like it's been done. Kiernan Shipka and McKenna Grace will be hunted in the survival thriller The Nowhere Game.
Who's that girl?
McKenna Grace.
Oh, she's from Sabrina and Twisted.
McKenna Grace?
No, is that not right?
No, she's from Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, the
And
cousin.
then like all kinds of other stuff. Like she's making her rounds as like a superstar.
Oh sweet.
Like, movies. She's done a ton of movies. Karen, which will be Grace, and Allie, which will be Shipka, whose road trip takes a harrowing turn when the cold-blooded sadist, and the two women are kidnapped by a cold-blooded sadist and thrust into a brutal game of survival. With a short head start, Karen and Allie will be set loose in the forest with limited supplies while being hunted in front of an online audience watching in grim fascination. With no sign of civilization and no way to call for help, the women rely on their wits and each other to evade capture. Navigating the hostile wilderness, they discover eerie clues left behind by the previous contestants, painting a grim picture of the stakes they face. As the hunter closes in, realizations dawn on them. Surviving isn't just improbable, it's nearly impossible. Karen and Allie must shed their fear and transform from prey to predator to bring this twisted game to its final bloody conclusion. Isn't this didn't we already watch a movie like this? Where they took these people and put them in boxes and then the boxes were opened up and they were like in the woods? But it was a foreign film.
Maybe.
More, I think. And they had the hunters had masks.
I can't remember.
And then there was like a boundary line. Yeah, we watched a movie like this a few years ago. I don't know what it's called, so. So it sounds really familiar. So, did y'all know this? That Jim Jam has a real article that a very rare find, a complete human stool
Look at that. That's
examination under the microscope shows it contains pollen grains and remains of cereal bran. It also contains the eggs of whipworm and mawworm, parasitic nematodes which live in the large intestine. Staggeringly, an average inhabitant of Joveric may have harbored between 600 and 2,500 whipworms. Worms cause stomach aches, diarrhea, and inflammation of the bowel. The worms are numerous symptoms may simulate those of gastric and whatever ulcers. So look at this giant poop. It's huge. Huge, guys.
huge.
Big old feces. Big old wog.
That's the way to end that episode, huh?
Yeah, that's a big wog.
Big old fucking turd.
Yeah. So that's all we got, guys. Sorry for the short episode, but it's the way it is this week.
It's all good. We'll be back next week with another episode. And I'm Jim Jam. This is Johnny. We're the Big Bald Buddies. Check us out on TikTok and YouTube. That's all we got. We out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Jim Jam and Johnny in the Horror Basement and Beyond. Please follow, like, share, and rate us wherever you listen to us.